Can't repair our can opener, of course, but that is to be expected. Okay, where is it? I said the thin sweater, didn't I? Yeah. Okay. This is going to take 1 hour, so already we're taking quite some time off of our day. But it is a necessity here. Keeping your items as durable as you can is going to ultimately be what is the best for you. However, we do have some other things to harvest. That would be the newsprint roll here. And what the newsprint roll gets you is, excuse me, 3 tinder plugs. The newsprint also gets you 3 tinder plugs, as I assume they're thinking that it's the same in volume. We're going to take a quick break here so I can tell my friend that I'm recording right now. And thank you all for watching so far. This will probably be ending up where I split the episode anyways. Once again, thank you, and tune in, and we'll have some more gameplay. We're going until we die. Just remember that. Okay, welcome back, everybody. That was a quick solution to the problem there. Minor problem. Now, we've got some food. It's cooked. We're ready to go, really. What I'm thinking about doing, however, is actually going into our inventory, going into equipment, going into the other, and then, no, this is a material. And then this gut weighs 0.2 kilograms and actually decays over time. So we're not going to do that. Right now we're hungry and thirsty, so we're going to go in. Material, whoops, food and drink. We're going to eat some food here. This venison, it lasts for a decent amount of time, considering that it's basically just cooked meat in a sack, probably covered in a bit of cloth, mind you. And we're going to drink. But here's the thing. Never ever in my life have I ever actually gotten out to this point. This is something that I have never seen before. One of those items that you just don't look for. Because from where it is, from what I understand, this is the exact opposite side of the map that you would normally spawn on. As you can see, there's going to be some wind chill going on, and I'm a bit hesitant to get out here and do things. But if I get out here and do things, it's more likely that something will happen. I might die. Not saying that I want to go ahead and just end this whole series early. Oh, there's a backpack out here.
I could use this.
There's a bunch of stuff in this backpack. Who the hell dropped this out here? Get that shit over by the cabin. Numpty. That being said, who did drop that out there? That's what I want to know. Because someone obviously dropped that out there. Okay, so it doesn't appear that we can actually go this way. And the way that I know this is because right here, these rocks are blocking off the map. This map, you can't jump in this game, by the way. Just wanted to let you know. And this map is quite small compared to other games such as Daisy and especially Rust. Rust, with its new experimental version and its procedural generation, now has an infinite map, theoretically. There will be some issues the bigger that you make the map, of course, but, you know, it's infinite. Whereas this game has handcrafted maps. The maps will never change position. The maps will never move location. You know, they're gonna be. And they're gonna be what they're gonna be, and that's always gonna be what it's gonna be. So, what I want to do is get the fuck out of here. Right now, I'm reading 12 FPS, as according to Fraps, and, well, jumping back and forth. And really, I just don't notice, like I said before, don't notice these things that much. It changes from place to place, and right now, what I have to say is that I do have these graphics on high and not medium or low. Medium removes a lot of the glare, the field of depth, and in addition to that, the shadows from the trees. Ultra keeps everything as is, but high just removes some tree shadows and keeps everything else as is. Okay, what the hell is this? It looks like we have come up to the edge of the map again. But it is a different kind of edge, as in this edge is not like the last edge, but it's still the edge of the map nonetheless. And I don't want to be here because there's nothing here. So we're going to take it nice and easy down this slope. There is this tree right here. I could try scavenging this tree for some wood. I think there's a corpse, actually. That looks like a corpse. Hey! Max is I wonder if Max is the trapper. Hey Max, what have you got on you?
That'll come in handy.
A down vest. This is nice for if you don't have anything to cover your sweater. It's not all that great condition, of course, but, you know, what do you want? Oh, hey, he had a candy bar. I'll just take food. I don't care what it is. But the one thing, I mean, because we're just going to eat this right off the bat. Nom, 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 nom. What I'm doing is wasteful in terms of food. And you'll see that we have this wool scarf, but it's in crappy condition, so you don't want to wear that. But here we go. We're going to wear this down vest. It's not that great of a wind blocker, but it's all that we have. So we're going to wear it. Max, I don't know why he came out here rather than just staying in his hut. You know, could have just stayed there. Probably would have been safer in there, too. But anyways, that over there... Huh, I thought these were crows, not vultures. They're flying around in circles. Anyways, I do believe that is more towards the way that we came from.
So cold.
And of course, we're freezing again.
Just want to lay down for a bit.
That would be the hypothermia. You don't want to do that. So we're going to jog. Jogging doesn't do anything but reduce calories a bit more. But here's the thing. No matter where we go from here, we're so far away from everything. That end of the map right there, that was meant to be found once you had, of course, found a decent amount of already looted food that you have from different things. And you're eating it on the way down there to get that hunting rifle. Because I do believe that is a 100% chance spawn of the hunting rifle. So here's what we're going to do. Because I was a Boy Scout, and I know how to triangulate my position if I can get to a high enough point, I'm going to try to triangulate my position generally. Okay, so there's a high peak over there. I know what that is. And then there's another one. I know down that way is the cabin. Okay, so I'm near, I do believe I'm near the clear cut. Which has the forestry lookout near it. Of course, in this game, it is always, as always. And there's the sprained ankle. Okay, see, that's what I was worried. Up here, though, there is a house that I can go to, and I do believe there's some wood next to it. Now, I need to keep walking till I get there. And the issue with this is that that is slowly going to take condition away from me as I go along. And that is bad. I'm going to need to wrap this. I'm going to need to get some
Smarts
sleep.
a bit.
And, but first and foremost, I'm going to need to get in that cabin after finding 4 hours worth of fuel. Yeah, that's 4 hours of sleep that you need to get rid of this thing. And I don't even think there's... Oh, no, there's a thing down there. We're not going to run to it. We're going to walk to avoid losing excess condition. But we're going to need to get to that fallen branch. We're going to need to find some wood from it. Ah, here we are, right here. This is our saving grace. I forgot about this. I do believe that you have a higher chance of gathering wood from these fallen trees than you do from trees that are still in the ground and upright, because logically, so logic would assume, you would have, and what we're going to do is we are going to go into the red here quite a lot, and we're going to forest as much as we can from this tree, and then we're going to go back, hopefully while not having been dead from it. We're at 56 condition, and we're doing all right with that. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to go in here, clothing, food and drink, and eat some venison. Nom, 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 nom. We're going to eat quite a lot of this, actually. And
Not
once
sure I'm
again,
gonna make it.
eat some venison. See, he says he's not sure that he's going to make it, but little did he know that I have quite a bit of venison. So, like I said, this is until we die, which is honestly pretty close if you look at it. I didn't even gain 4 hours worth of wood. I got 1, 2, 3. No, do I do it? Actually, I think I did, unless those are tinder plugs. Those might have been tinder plugs. You know, you do have a chance of getting tinder plugs. But what we're going to do is we're going to go to this wood stove right here. And we have cedar for... Oh, no, we do have actually 4 hours worth of wood that we got. The tinder plug you can lose. You have a chance of losing when starting a fire and you're unsuccessful.
Don't do this to me.
You lost a tinder plug and a match. But the wood is put back into your inventory, so you don't have to worry about that, thank God. If you did, I would probably end up going back to the devs and saying, like, if you didn't start a fire, then the wood's still going to be there. So we're going to go ahead and add, of course, these things to the fire. And there's our 4 hours of fire right there. 5 hours and 25 minutes. What we're going to do is we're going to use this time to go into our inventory, into our first aid here. Grab some bandage, and we're going to use that, and we're going to apply that to our sprained ankle. I'm lucky I didn't get 2 sprained ankles. Then we're going to lay out our bedroll right next to this here stove. I'm going to go into our equipment. Once again, grabs into the food and drink. Drink the rest of our water. And what we're going to do before we get some rest, because we're going to need 4 hours of rest, I believe, we're going to melt a liter of water, or melt and purify a liter of water. We don't have, of course, any deer or anything like that that we can really do anything with. And so what we have in our inventory is what we have. Now we're going to sleep, of course, for 4 hours. And then, here's the worst part. It's going to become nighttime. We are nowhere near anywhere that can be considered remotely safe. The only place that can be considered safe right now is the Forester's Lodge. And look at how dark this is already. So we're going to get into our food here. We're going to drink our water, get our thirst down. We're going to pick up our bedroll, and then we're going to keep trying to find that Forester's hut. We need to eat this food because it is deteriorating right now. And you might think, don't eat your food so quickly, Kalkai, or Tofu, whatever you want to call me. I go by both. But you're going to need to do it. You're going to need to do it because this food that I have burns quickly. We have 34 minutes left in that fire. That's enough for maybe another 5 liters of water. So what we're going to do is we're going to melt our water from snow, and then we're going to purify it. The thing about this game that you probably might not like is the fact that you do actually have to boil that. Okay, we have flares, right? Oh, you have to hold down to light, by the way. So here we are. This is what it's like in the night. What I don't like, however, is people say, ooh, the night sky looks so amazing. I don't see what makes it so amazing. Yeah, there's some specks of stars. There's a bit of an aurora borealis starting. But other than that, there's nothing much. So, okay. Now, if I recall, clear-cut area was right back there. I've never navigated in the dark, so I just want to let you know I'm probably going to die out here. But in that case, we'll just start again. For you, I'll go ahead and do 2 run-throughs. I'm really enjoying this game right now. Is it worth ultimately putting a lot of time into it as is right now? Oh god, no. No, right now, this will probably be to the point where I survive to the point that I reach 50 days or summer. Spring, you know, spring comes before summer. And then at that point I'll say I'll have reached my goal and I would be done with playing the game. One thing that I hate, though, is that in the night, look at how pitch black this is. We're taking straight from Rust here, and we're going into the just, once you hit nighttime, that's that. Bud, you best find a place to hunker down out of the cold weather and set yourself down. Make sure you're nice and warm and cozy. Okay, here's a fucking cliff right here. No siree, Bob. Whoa, nope. Nope. Alright, we walked up onto a cliff here. See, that's what you have to be careful. You can walk up on these cliffs at night and you won't even know it. You'll have wasted some time that you could have been used, that could have been